to move the stone away. But that was a word of preparation. But the word of preparation was also a word of examination. He wanted to see if they had enough faith to do what he said. And when they moved the stone, I heard Jesus say, Lazarus, come forth. That was a word of proclamation. And when he told Lazarus to come forth, St. Augustine of Hippo was the first one to say that he had to call Lazarus by his name. But if he had just said, come out, everybody would have came out of the graveyard. Jesus gave a word of proclamation. And when Jesus called Lazarus, Lazarus came out of the grave. Well, that was an act of transformation. And all I'm trying to say on today is that we have a Savior for our sorrows. We have a God who understands what it feels like to be in this world. Do I have a witness here who knows what I'm talking about? I'm talking about Jesus, the resurrection and the life. Jesus, a way out of no way. Jesus, the way, the truth, and the life. Jesus, the day spring from heaven. Jesus, assurance for our anxiety. Jesus, a blessing in broken places. Jesus, the consolation of Israel. Jesus, a deliverer from distress, depression, and discouragement. Jesus, a freedom from our failures. Jesus, a grace for our guilt. Jesus, a life for our death. Jesus, a heaven for our hell. Jesus, a savior for our sorrows. I know he's a savior because one Friday they nailed his hands. One Friday they nailed his feet. Lifted Jesus up between heaven and earth. He died. Jesus died. But that's not the end of the story. They took Jesus down, laid him in a borrowed tomb. Sunday morning. He got up.
Yes, he did.
All power in his hands. And because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because we know who holds the future.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And hear me well when I say this. Life is worth the living just.
Yes.
Because he lives.